Hey guys, welcome back. This is Storm and welcome to episode 166 of our corrupted single player world. Wow, this episode is off to a great start. I logged in and this is exactly what I saw. Yes, does anything look out of place? Wow, just wow. How do you even describe something like this? I haven't seen this kind of chunk corruption in a world for a very long time, in fact years. So I'm very surprised this has happened. I'm playing in a completely vanilla version of the game. I've got no mods loaded, not even Optifine. And I'm in the latest Java full release. This is 1.15.2. And this is what has happened. So yes, this is just something that I did not expect. And I'm guessing most people don't expect. Now I do have backups, so I can recover from this. But maybe not everyone does create backups, so use this as a reminder. If you haven't got a backup, go do that now. If there's a world that you really care about, you might want to create a backup. It does look pretty cool, I won't deny that. Things do look quite strange, but it's not really playable. It's not the style that I would want to play into. I mean, this would probably drive me insane. Seeing all different things all out of the... I mean... what do you do with this space? Yeah, so it's just not really playable for me, and I'm not going to try and fix this manually. I mean, my goodness, I couldn't even think of how do you even start to try and fix this manually if you don't have a save file. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've restored a backup, and I've gone caving just to relax my nerves a little bit, because that was pretty crazy to log in and then see your world corrupted like that. It did throw me off a little bit, so let's do a bit of caving to relax. I don't typically show caving on camera, but I like to do it all the time, and I just love collecting resources. I don't know, just something strange about me, and that's typically why I don't have very large, like things like iron farms, just because I don't need them, because I just collect the resources manually. I get a lot of entertainment out of it, so that's satisfies me. How you going? You got some chicken for me? That's very nice of you. You're a slippery little sucker though, aren't you? So yeah, let's just do a bit of caving, collect some resources, and then we'll get on with the episode. This bee is stuck. What in... oh, there we go. He's back to life. All right, I'll let this guy do his thing. So I've come over to change the roof design on top of this building. We did have this temporary pattern up here, just using the sandstone slabs, and I needed something that was non-flammable because this lava just kept catching the roof on fire. So I'm going to change this up. I do want to make this a little bit different as such. Maybe we can put another structure over the top here. And then for this hatch right here, I think we can remove this. I don't really use it too often. And when I do, we basically just throw in eggs and they just go into hoppers underneath. So I think there's a few other ways we can get the eggs down into those hoppers. Maybe we'll have it like there's another shop over the top. Because there was a great suggestion about building a shears shop or like a barber shop in here. Maybe this is what this top section could be. And the reason for that is you need shears to put into this chest. So having a shears shop right here is not too bad. I do like the idea. So maybe something simple like this could work. And I'm thinking of having like a flower bed along the side here and then along here as well. And if we turn this into farmland, we could put a hopper underneath and then connect up those hoppers with these lower hoppers down here. And that could be another way to get eggs down into here. So we do have a few options with that. If we take a look from this side, yeah, it's pretty simple, and I think it will work though. And I probably will terraform this land out so it joins up next to this building, and then we'll fill in this bottom section as well so we can have an upstairs and a downstairs section. So we do need to work on the interior for this shop, but that can wait a second. So what do we think? It's coming together. We're almost there. I have figured out how this is going to work. We've got some hoppers down here. So when I put down some dirt and then I'll make this farmland, we'll be able to throw down some items. And then those hoppers come down and collect into this hopper, which will then shoot the eggs through the dispenser into this area. And I have switched out the back here with some magma blocks. Same in here, just to add a bit more color. May as well keep a bit more modern. And I was also thinking we could probably even put in a chest right here. And we may as well make this another collection. What am I looking for? These chests. we can make this a collection area for the eggs as well. So we can double up this being having chickens sitting in here. Some of them go into when the eggs get laid, some of them go into this hopper, and then we'll connect up this hopper into this chest. And then the other eggs that go into here will shoot up through the dispenser and then made into cooked chicken. So we could double up, make this an egg and cooked chicken farm. So that could be quite nice. So we just need to replace this one hopper and then put down a chest here. And we could also put some light sources underneath this chest. So little details like this, then we just need to put back the chickens and we should be all done. So I've put a path in to connect this lower section all the way up to here, and on the inside we've got a very simple kind of interior design. It's to represent, you can craft up different shears here, and then there is like a little night spot for whoever's working in here that they can come down and rest up. That's what the pathway looks like from down here. I think it blends in quite nicely. And then we've got these campfires now to basically represent some kind of cooktop for our poor chickens. So these guys do lay eggs, it gets sucked up through the hoppers, so the hoppers will pull things through these campfires, and then some of the eggs will go into this chest now through this hopper, and then the rest of the eggs get dispensed into baby chickens, and then we get the produce. So that works out quite well. Well, how do I describe this? That was unexpected. And I didn't even get it on video, I don't think. So that is the result of a creeper blast. Well, double creeper blast. Should we repair it? That's the big question. Sometimes when I get creeper damage like this, I ask myself, do I need to repair it or can I replace it with something different? And this part of my world has been pretty consistent for quite a while now. So I am wondering, can I change this for something else? Maybe we could remove this and then change this up a little bit. Maybe put a stall, maybe a shop, just maybe some decorations. I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe we can take this down and then see what we can do with this area. Wow, this feels really strange, not having all that stuff here. Yeah, it's definitely different, but different can be good. We do have a nice open canvas now to really do whatever we want with this area. And I have started to think about some little ideas for here, maybe extending down this gravel pile and really turning this whole area into maybe a smelting station where we can use the blast furnace and maybe the normal furnaces here. And maybe like things like the grindstone, maybe a couple of anvils. Really make this kind of a real blacksmith feeling just here. So we do have some options for that, and we do have a lot of room for that. But now that I've got this removed, I have also started to think this direction because this also has never changed for a very long time. So I think we're going to change this area. Why don't we do this as well? I might leave this. Maybe I could switch out these fences just for a different color because these were just put in when we didn't really have a lot of options. Maybe we could just put in, yeah, maybe some jungle fences just there. But for this area just here, particularly with our little chicken shack here with a collection system for eggs, we don't really need this now that we've got our chicken shop set up over there that can also collect eggs. So I think we're okay to remove this, and that will give us a nice opening just here. And that kind of then leads us down to this area where we have our rabbits. And I think we can do something different here as well. I don't have many rabbits in here at the moment because at some point I think a cat got in here and just took them all out. So I have slowly brought a few over and got them breeding up again. But maybe we can do something different because cats can just walk in from up the top here. So we can probably, yeah, just change that out. So let's keep on going here. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be very strange having all this nice and open, but strange can be good. A change can be good at times. So let's continue this demolition theme here. Well, the strangeness continues. We have a large opening here now, and I've vacated our lovely rabbits. I'm not sure where we're going to store them for the time being. Maybe we can tie them up to a fence down here or something. Let's see if we can hop on this way. Come on guys, follow me. I did have a few that were connected up to one of these fence posts, but I noticed they broke free at some point. I don't trust that cat. That cat looks suspicious. So maybe we won't put the cat near these rabbits. Could we tie them up here? Is that far enough away? Maybe it is. I'm going to roll the dice. Let's put it over there. Hopefully that's far enough away from this guy. And now that leads shouldn't break in the game, we should be able to leave these and they should stay there. Alrighty, so let's head on back and take a look at this area. It's much larger. When you start to clear stuff out, you can see things a bit clearer. And like things like this here, I think we could probably even move this fence over one block now and make this path a little bit wider. Every now and then, just making little changes like that is probably a good thing. And even addressing this path here where it's just one straight line, even from here, when you look down, it's pretty much a straight line. We can change that now. We can maybe put a bend in and maybe make it come around this way or something, like bring it over a few blocks, maybe put something over here. I was thinking of maybe we could put in like a well or a fountain here and maybe make this some kind of like a trading center, a few stalls. That could be a good idea. And I was thinking for this area, if I were to tear this down, what we could do is put a little, like a little farm, like a little automatic farm to collect melons and pumpkins. There's a few easy ways to do that using observers now with pistons. So we could probably hide that in this corner, and that might be a better way to fill out maybe a section like this. So I think we'll give that a go. The idea is that we'll be able to put down some stems in each of these corners. So let's do a pumpkin over there and one over here. And then we'll do a melon in the opposite diagonals. Something like that should work. And then every time these guys grow, they should send through a detection into these observers, firing off the pistons. And then if they are actually planting one of the melons or pumpkins, it should actually break them with the piston. I think that will work. And then we've got these hoppers underneath and that should pick up the items. So I think this will be all good. To decorate this out, I am thinking of using a combination of different blocks here. Now, what I'm not sure about is whether or not if I put something here, is it going to activate? I don't want it to open and close the trapdoors, but I think I can disguise... Does that look okay? Looks a bit strange now we've got the trapdoors on both top and bottom. Not sure, we'll just have to think about that. So I'm going to dress this up and hopefully we can make it camouflage in. It doesn't look too much out of place. We'll need to let these grow. Maybe I'll let these guys grow up just before we do all the decorations, just in case this farm design doesn't work. Yeah, maybe we should give that a go. I think we've got some bone meal over here. Let's try out one of these chests. Got some bones. Let's just grab some more bones. That should be enough. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Let's grow these bad boys up. Now I do remember these kind of farms being popular quite a while ago. Pretty much when observers first came out. I never really experimented with them. And I think a small farm like this is going to be good enough to keep the produce slowly ticking over. I don't want this to be going off all the time because those piston sounds will be pretty annoying. But I think having it like this would mean that they'll fire... Okay, that was a lot quicker than I was expecting. Let's see if we picked up anything. We did. Alrighty, well, I guess it works then. Yeah, so I was hoping this would just fire every now and then rather than all the time. Although it's quieting down now. Yeah, maybe we'll just keep an eye on that. Yeah, I don't want to be going off all the time, but for now, let's leave it like that and finish off the decorations. What we could do for the top, I was going to incorporate some of these campfires because I just want to start using them now that I've started to get the seeds and the whatnot flowing. I want to keep going with it since we use these for the bridge right over there. I think it could look good on top. Now I do need to put these out though. Kind of looks like a thatched roof. Yeah, maybe that's okay. And then I was thinking of putting down trapdoors along here, then up on top to kind of merge them into this thatched kind of roof design. And then what do I do here? Like that, I guess. Grab, where is my spruce trapdoors? Like so. Now I need to put these on these other, whoops, totally messed that one up. Okay, that's all good. How's that overhang? Is that too close? Might be too close actually. Might just need to keep an eye on that one. Now what do I put along here? I don't really want to use trapdoors again because that might be just too much. The old favourite, let's put down some wool. We'll get some brown wool from over here. And as I work on these kind of areas, how many do I need? Oh, that'll do. Some brown carpet, here we go. That should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. I only needed 6. Yeah, I'm not going to fill out this whole area with farms, but I thought putting a little farm in the corner here, just to close off this part of the space, could be pretty good. And for the catchment area, I'm thinking of... I put that there. I thought, was that a pumpkin that fell through? No, it was a jack-o'-lantern. So yeah, I was thinking of basically hooking up this hopper to maybe a chest over here. Very similar to how we were collecting the eggs originally. At least that's out of the way then, and the items will go nicely into a chest. So let's jump up this way. And just put down... Whoops, that is not what I want to do. Some brown carpet. I know it's all brown. I do have a thing for this kind of colour scheme, but sometimes when you want to use trapdoors, there's not many options you have available. So yeah, that's okay. It does a bit dark though, isn't it? Would this look better if it was stripped? That's not too bad actually, and if we had some greeny around this with some shrubs, maybe that's a better look. Let's try this out though. Let's put in all of this being stripped. And take a look. I can probably make that work. Although I think it did look a little bit better without it being stripped. And then yeah, putting in some, maybe some shrubs, a little bit of greens, some leaves around here, that could make this look a little bit nicer. The browns and the greens always do look good together. And after a little bit of trial and error, this is what I've come up with. So we've just got this overhanging, it's kind of like a half light, half flower bed hanging device thing here. It's a little strange, but it gets the job done. And just the odd flower pot. And we've got some of these sweetberry bushes in this trough kind of design just here. Just mixing in a little bit of the browns as we blend out and adding in some color as we go. And then you can also see I've changed out the paths just here and removed a couple of trees. So we had a birch tree just here, I think. And this is just the start of trying to zigzag this path a little bit so it wasn't just a straight line all the way through. So I still think we could probably make a few more bends around here somewhere, maybe make the path turn just here. But I think we're onto something. I think as we start to work on this area and start to fill this out, I will need something right around here that's just not brown, just so we can break that up a little bit. But there's a few things we can do with that, I think. But this hasn't turned out so bad. I was a little bit skeptical to start with, but yeah, so far so good. And just a quick thing, I did make a few changes to this. I did switch this out for the jungle, what are these called? Yeah, jungle fences, whatever they're called. Yeah, in the end, and just with the granite walls, just to tidy up that little design. If you haven't seen this work for a while, that's what happens. So it's just a very simple way to grow in some mushrooms because it's nice and dark on the inside there. So there we go. That's a little progress on this open area that we've now created. It's funny how we just started with a creeper blast and it's all unraveling from then. But oh well, still going with the flow, and we'll just yeah, make this a little bit more modern maybe. Alright, I'm going to leave the episode here. There's lots we can do, but we'll wait for the next episode to continue that. So stay awesome, stay well, and I'll see you guys again very soon in the next one. Cheers.